Hey everyone, Shabby here and welcome back to another episode of the SWE Universe Mode. We are back with some Adrenaline, of course, our first episode of Adrenaline since our Unbreakable pay-per-view. We've only got 2 episodes, including this one, before we hit Shabby Mania. It's going to be big, it's going to be special, and it starts tonight. And we are starting things off here with a bit of a tag team dream match. We've seen them in singles action, but finally, American Alpha takes on Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable, the world's greatest tag team. And here we go. So, of course, in singles action, this little feud ended up 1-1, I believe. Let me have a quick look at my paperwork. Yes, we saw a victory for... Where is it? I know it's on here somewhere. I've lost it. What the bloody... I'm missing a piece of paper. That's what it is. I'm missing a piece of... Am I missing a piece of paper? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I must have taken that sheet to work to redo it. That's what it is. I take the sheets to work to reprint them off neater so they go in my folder a bit neat, unless I've got it here in my hand. No, this is all the 2K18 stuff that I'm preparing. Oh, spoilers. Oh, here it is. I've got it. Right. I do actually have it. Right, so we saw Chad Gable defeating Charlie Haas and Shelton Benjamin defeated Jason Jordan. So 1-1 on singles. This is the time, and now finally for a little bit of tag team action. And how will this move forward, moving into next year as well? That's the interesting thing. Myself and PJ Toby got some plans on what we wish to do with these two teams. I think it's going to all depend on who drafts them, really, to who makes a decision on what's going to happen with them. I feel like I want them. Well, at least American Alpha, because I've not had American Alpha yet. They've always been on PJ Toby's brand. So I'd like to get them for a change and show what I would want to do with them. And I agree with PJ Toby. Using them as singles every now and again is a good idea, because I don't think they're always going to be a team that we want to use as a tag team. They're a really good tag team, and they're potential tag team champions. But like I said, I really want to try and utilise the individual ability they both have as well. Right, here we go. We're going to have another go then. The first match was an absolute freaking disaster. So we're going to try and re-record this. It's just WWE 2K17 is just not right, is it? It's not right. Yeah. And I hate being in this. Like, the thing is, this game frustrates me so much that I get annoyed. And I hate being so annoyed when I'm recording, because I really don't want to be so pessimistic, because I know it comes across really badly, but there you go. I shall survive. So basically, last match wasn't any specific bug that held it down, but just an accompaniment of every single bug available. As I've said in the past, American Alpha's tag team finisher maneuver 95% of the time is not counted as a pinfall for some reason. So the referee just stands there looking at it. We also see at one point we saw Chad Gable break up a pinfall of Jordan when he was about to win the match. I saw Chad Gable try and knock Charlie Haas off the apron, only to completely miss him and then fall over face first on the ground for no reason. It was just a mess of everything. And the match went a good 25 minutes without a victor, and I thought, you know what, this falls into the bracket of just not good enough, or just not a glitchy match that is just not going to be enjoyable to watch. So I thought it didn't end, so I just thought I'll start it again, and hopefully we'll get a decent match this time. And it started pretty well so far. Jason Jordan in control, that German suplex over Charlie Haas. Now, I can't remember what I did say this. I can't remember if it was the entrance or whether I said it during the last match, but I'm going to say it again anyway. Of course, this match came along. It's been going on for the last month or so. We saw a singles match between Jason Jordan and Shelton Benjamin first, which is won by Shelton Benjamin. And then we also saw Charlie Haas take on Chad Gable, and that was won by Chad Gable. So at the moment, both teams have one victory each over the other. This is the first time they've met together, though, in tag team action. Now, also, we're not quite sure what we're going to do with these two teams with 2K18 coming up, should I say. I feel like, I don't know. Ooh, nice maneuver there. Chad Gable actually got to Shelton Benjamin before he had a chance to break that up. I feel like I'm not overly interested in Charlie Haas, to be honest with you. I'm a big fan of Shelton Benjamin, and I like American Alpha together. Because I don't know what we could do with them singles-wise. So I'm thinking maybe we could use them as a Freebird style. So, of course, at the moment, real life, Shelton Benjamin is teaming with Chad Gable. And, of course, Jordan's gone off for a singles run. So I was thinking potentially we could go for... I don't know, potentially we could go for a trio of Benjamin, Jordan and Gable and just sort of freebird them. Let one have a singles action while the other two team up to wrestle. There's the angle slammed by Jason Jordan. There's a 2 count there on Benjamin. And I am getting mixed up with the names. I don't know why, because I know which one's a which. I obviously know which one's a which. It's quite obvious, but at the same time, because they are the way they are... Yeah, because they are what they are, of course, they're very similar tag teams in style and in every way, really. It's like a carbon copy, American Alpha, of the World's Greatest Tag Team. Then it gets a little bit confusing sometimes, and I have been calling Jason Jordan, Shelton Benjamin, and Chad Gable, Charlie Haas, and vice versa. 2 count there by Shelton on Charlie Haas. Oh, God. Chad Gable... I don't know what's happening. I don't know why I'm like this. I don't know why it's confusing me so much. As Shelton Benjamin now stalking Chad Gable. Locks him into the complete shot. There's the pin. 1, 2. Where on earth was Charlie Haas? He didn't even enter the ring to try and block off Chad Gable. Or Jason George does. I'm getting mixed up now with the actual people in the bloody ring. The people within the tag teams now. Where was Charlie Haas there? Why did he not come in and try and stop Jason Jordan? I don't understand it. It's a bit weird, wasn't it? Charlie Haas now sending Jordan into the corner. Are we going to see the American Alpha Tag Team finisher? We are not. No, we're going to go for a different maneuver here instead. It's the big boot and atomic drop combination. Two count once again on Shelton Benjamin. Right hand in the gut there by Benjamin. A drop kick right to the knee. And in comes Charlie Haas. Suplex once again by Shelton Benjamin. As Charlie Haas now wrenching back the arm of Jason Jordan. Already just distorting the body. And stamping on that arm. Haas bringing Jordan back up. Big right hand, another one. Jordan dropping like a sack of spuds every time. Running knee strike there by Charlie Haas and Jason Jordan. What does he have though? What does he have to try and finish Jordan off? Takes him up. Big vertical suplex. And he's really well placed here in the ring. Right in his own corner. But now Jordan back in control. Belly to belly suplex there on Charlie Haas. Shelton Benjamin was so close to that. I don't think Jordan really thought he had any chance of winning that, considering how close he was to Jason Jordan. Once again, I said this in the previous run for this match. It's the ring awareness, it's the ring positioning is quite poor in this game. I never really noticed it too much before, but they really need to have a look at that because it's something that just takes away from the game a little bit. Like I said, it's a simple thing. Nice spear there. Oh no, the spear by Jason Jordan was reversed into a DDT there by Charlie Haas. A boot in the back and another one in the back of Jordan and another in the back of Jordan. Haas bringing Jordan back up, but Jordan fighting back with the arm drag. There's the pin. 1. And again, Shelton Benjamin's just there straight away. Jordan, big kick in the spine of Charlie Haas, and now Jordan finally actually coming away from the corner of the world's greatest tag team. A stupid place to be if you're trying to win a match. You don't want to just stalk your opponent's corner because they're just going to come in and break the pin up. You need to be... Tag team mentality is to stay close to your own corner. Cut the ring off. Stop your opponent from making the tag. That's what it's supposed to be like. But a little bit of poor AI just creeping in still. Gable now bringing Haas back up, but Haas playing possum, catching Gable with the uppercuts. Now takes him up. No, looking for a butterfly powerbomb, but Haas breaks free. Oh, I'm doing it again. I don't know what it is for this bloody match. Gable breaks free. I don't know. I'm just getting so tongue-tied with these guys. Suplex there by Chad Gable on Charlie Haas. Gable now into the corner. Oh, it's going to happen, isn't it? It's going to happen. Is the referee going to count this one? Is he going to count it? Oh my god, he does. He's actually counted it. Oh, why did you not win the match? Screw you, Charlie Haas. Stay down. Where did Charlie Haas... Where did Chad Gable just go? He ended up like 50 feet in the air there for a second. Oh my god, this game. This game is just... It amazes me. It really does. It also amazes me how this game is in such a state still. Yet 2K start advertising the new game with all the mod cons and this, that and the other, and say it's going to cost you 90 quid if you want the special edition. It's just... It's a bit shocking when you think about it. You're like, really? You want me to pay this much money? Considering how bad the last game is you released. That's pretty shocking, really. Granted, you've improved the roster, but apart from that, I don't know many other improvements you've done. Very limited knowledge so far of the game, isn't there? We know the roster. We know a little bit about create a match, not a massive amount. Jordan now sending Haas into the corner. But Gable was not paying full attention, so he didn't get a tag team maneuver out of it. There's the angle slam there by Jason Jordan on Charlie Haas. Sure, this is going to be it. 1, 2, and Chad Gable does not even attempt to come in and block Shelton Benjamin off there. Does not even attempt it. That was an easy win there for American Alpha. I think, I've mentioned this before, I think American Alpha and the Revival are 2 tag teams that do not work. I don't know what it is about them. There's just something about the 2 tag teams that don't seem to work very well. And I'm hoping that is repaired in 2K18 because they're 2 fantastic teams I want to use more of. But the state they're in is just awful. It really is bad. Charlie Haas flips back up to his feet, showing off a little bit now. And here he is, locking in a Indian Deathlock. On Shelton. Again, Charlie Haas decides not even to move. And now he comes into the ring. And he just walks straight past Shelton Benjamin like nothing's even there. It's just... Oh, God. I don't know what to say to you anymore. I really don't. I don't know what... Maybe it might be better if these 2 guys did break up as a tag team because it just doesn't work, does it? It really doesn't work. Now Charlie Haas taking Shelton Benjamin off the apron when he didn't need to. If he'd done that earlier, he could have won the match. Jason Jordan using his great core strength there with that deadlift powerbomb. Brings Charlie Haas back up to his feet. And a spear by Jason Jordan. Benjamin's down the outside still after that attack by Gable. 1, 2. Oh my god, it's a winner. It's a win. And American Alpha are victorious. And I apologise for being as pessimistic about this game as I have been so far, but it's just not working at all still, isn't it? And this game's been out for 11 months now, and there's still a lot of massive, massive problems and bugs with it. And yeah, I'm just really hoping that 2K18 can really reignite my love for this series, because at the moment it's starting to dwindle. It really is. But we got there in the end, that's the main thing. I see, the thing is, I've said before, it's not all the time in tag team matches. It's certain teams, and American Alpha seems to be one of those teams. I mean, look at, again, Gable was just not even moving. He didn't need to, granted, because Shelton Benjamin was down the outside, but still, it's just, there's something wrong with the mentality of the team, and tag team matches have not worked very well at all yet in this universe mode, have they, or this game at all. And I feel like it's something that they need to really improve on in 2K18. I think it is something they really have improved on, because I'm sure it's said on the actual notes for the new game that tag team matches have been improved. So hopefully, if tag team matches have been improved enough, then I feel like a tag team tournament will happen in SWE. And here we go then with our next match of the evening. It is going to be a triple threat cruiserweight match. Angelico, Lio Rush, and Cedric Alexander. And here we go then. A great showcase of the cruiserweights here tonight. And of course, Cedric Alexander will be a man who will be on the game officially in 2K18, which is fantastic. I cannot believe, you know, the amount of names me and PJ Toby have put together for the list of cores. It is far too big. Far too big, really. In all fairness, it is huge. Because we're sort of contemplating using 2 save files this year rather than just the one, which means we'll have 200 cores between us. And somehow we've managed to write a list of 200 cores straight off the bat without even thinking about it. It's just, there's just so many people we want to have in here. And there could be so many more as well. It's just, it's going to be tricky because we've got 170 odd people on the game. We've got 200 cores. That's like nearly 400 people across 5 rosters. That's 80 people per roster, which is pretty big in fairness. And if we end up with too many people, it means that people are not going to get used and so forth, and this, that, and the other again. So it's a tricky one. It is a tricky one. I think we will use the people a lot more because we're going to do a lot more of the specials. Of course, we did this year. We've done the Cruiserweight Classic. Well, we did the King of the Cruiserweights tournament. We did the King of Carnage, the Queen of Carnage, all that sort of stuff. We plan on doing a lot more of those in 2K18. I got ideas of potentially doing, like some one-night onlys and stuff like that. UK tournaments. Invading other shows, like go and spend the night at AAA or go and spend the night at Lucha Underground or Progress Wrestling or New Japan or something like that, and just showcase a lot of the Japanese talent in one show. Of course, if we do the New Japan show, we'll showcase a lot of Japanese talent, maybe do a Mega versus Okada. It'd be a good chance that if several people go to different brands, it means we still have a chance to do some of those wonder matches, some of these matches we really want to see. So like we can go and do a show live from TNA, and like our main event could be Styles versus Joe versus Daniels in a triple threat match, as per. Oh, was that Unbreakable? I think that was Unbreakable. Unbreakable 2004. I might be wrong. The first time the X Division Championship was ever defended in the main event of a show. But again, we'll probably do a lot of those sort of things. Might do ourselves a little Mae Young Classic. And like I said earlier on, if tag team matches work well, we can do a tag team. We can do a Dusty Classic. If we have 6-man tags work well, King of Trios, I think would definitely be a way to go. And potentially even a King of Quattros as well. If 8-man tag works, you never know. And I think if 6-man tag and 8-man tag does work, that would be really good, because that's a really good way of us utilising more people on the roster as well. So, for example, if we do an 8-man tag, then we can have 8 people from the roster in the show in one match, which is pretty good, really, isn't it? If you think about it, it's a chance to get a lot of talent on the board. So we're going to Angelico versus Lio Rush versus Cedric Alexander. Of course, Cedric Alexander currently a member of the 205 Live and Raw, whereas Lio Rush signed for WWE and NXT now. He is due to start there very soon. And Angelico is someone that WWE are very interested in, apparently, from what I've heard. But of course, being contracted to AAA and Lucha Underground is a bit more difficult for him. Cedric now snap suplex there on Angelico. Nice Death Valley driver there early on as well by Lio Rush on Cedric Alexander's Rush just dragging Alexander middle of the ring into a standing moonsault. I really like this Leo Rush. It's really good. This Leo Rush core, for me, is better than some of the actual wrestlers on the game. It really is. Oh, nice. Nice underhook gut wrench suplex there by Cedric Alexander, then just clotheslines Angelico into the corner. And brings him out into a sit-out powerbomb. Very nice. And this is the second time now that Leo Rush has been caught out taunting on the top rope. It really is. Nice suplex there by Cedric Alexander as well, working over Leo Rush. Alexander now heads up to the top. And now Angelico this time catching Alexander unawares on that top rope. And that's what it's all about. High risk in this match is what it's all going to be about. But a lot of people are going to get caught out with the high risk. Angelico now. Nice dragon suplex. Dropping a knee on the spine of Cedric Alexander as well. Angelico with a pin. It's enough for the 2 count though. Clubbing blow there by Leo Rush and Angelico. Rush taking Angelico up into a Michinoku driver. Leo Rush went to kick Angelico in the spine, and Cedric Alexander caught Leo Rush in the back instead. Angelico now hooking the arms. Another dragon suplex there. And a running knee strike on Cedric Alexander. That knee strike is brutal. Only a 2 count. Getting close though. Rush, are you going to actually succeed? No. And Angelico creeping up behind Rush once again and takes him down. Super German suplex. Rush just sent halfway across the ring this time. Rush into a code break. He had to take a step up there. He's a bit short, isn't he? Bless him. Nice Pele kick there by Leo Rush and Cedric Alexander. And Angelico's down. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Only a freaking 2 count. Pin now by Leo Rush. 1, 2. Still only a 2. Drop kick to the back of Cedric Alexander. All the action here in this triple threat match. Angelico now. Buckle bomb on Leo Rush. There's the pin, but Alexander's back up to his feet before the referee even put his arm down for 1, which he was taking a bloody long tie about. Cedric Alexander looking for that lumber check on Angelico and hits it as well. Rush is not back up yet. Now he is. And again, the referee's just so bloody slow. Cedric now taking Leo Rush up. Rush fighting back into a crossbody. Holds it for the pin. 1, 2. Oh, and Leo Rush almost stole it. They've got to fix these animations next year as well, because the fact that the referee stops counting before the guy kicks out. I know he's going to kick out because the animation stopped. But still, it's just a little bit odd, isn't it, the way it does that. And Angelico now looking for that superplex on Leo Rush. And hits it. There's the pin by Angelico. Referee, oh my god, the referee is terrible in this one. He's just all over the place. He's not getting where he needs to be, is he? Leg drop there by Angelico on Cedric Alexander. 1, 2, and Angelico picks up the victory. It was a messy one in the end. It took a leg drop to finish it off, but decent match here. And a very decent win here for Angelico. Very good win for Angelico, he'll take that. 10 ranking points to help him build up more points towards the end of the Universe mode. And it looks like this could be the last appearance for both Cedric... Oh, all three of these guys, actually. I think this might be their last appearance. No, Cedric Alexander and Rich Swann... Sorry, Cedric Alexander and Leo Rush are involved in a match at the pay-per-view Shabby Mania alongside Ricochet and Rich Swann. Fatal 4-way, that one. But you never know. Things could always change. There's a pin off that DDT earlier on. Wasn't enough. There was the lumberjack. The people just weren't being able to keep their opponents down for long enough, as you saw. Angelico never running knee strike. That's what it was. That running knee strike by Angelico is lethal, and Cedric was already busted open. The leg drop was just insult to injury after that running knee strike, really, wasn't it? And that was enough for the 3 count. And Angelico is victorious. Da 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 da. Can you imagine how glorious 2K18 is going to be with that glorious theme music? Oh, so glorious. A good win here then for Angelico. 10 ranking points in the bag for him. That's really going to help him out. And of course, all ranking points will move into the 2K18 draft with these guys. So those points are not going to be wasted. It could put him in a very strong position, looking potentially for the Cruiserweight Championship in 2K18. And here we go then right into our next match. I don't know if this constitutes self-harm, but we're going to have another tag team match. Hopefully this will be a little bit better for us. It's going to be a little bit of Hanson and Ray Monroe, of course, War Machine, making their way down to the ring. And they're going to be taking on Kevin Owens and a mystery partner of Kevin Owens. He seems to have found someone that can help him out, and he said it's an old friend of his. So it'll be interesting to see who Owens is going to bring in with him here. Now, Owens is scheduled at this point in time to be involved in the Adrenaline Championship match at Shabby Mania alongside Bobby Roode and AJ Styles in a triple threat, which looks pretty interesting. But it'd be interesting to see who Kevin Owens has here on his side. Maybe it's one of those two guys. I doubt it'll be one of those two guys, to be honest with you. Roode is Canadian, though. You never know. It's possible. Oh, my leg's gone dead. Oh, there we go. I moved it. And here then comes Kevin Owens. This has been an interesting match, this one, because Kevin Owens, a very similar style to these two guys. Big, very strong, athletic for his size as well. And a bit brutal, and what's the right word to use? Doesn't, well, I don't say it doesn't suffer fools, because that's a terrible phrase to use, but what's the right, I don't even know what the right phrase is to use here, to be honest with you. What is the right phrase to use? He, unforgiving might be the right phrase to use. He's very unforgiving. He has a way with people to make them suffer extreme pain. And that's exactly what Kevin Owens is good at, I suppose. And it'd be interesting to see who he has on his side then, because he's not a man who's well known for his friends. Of course, his last best friend, Chris Jericho, got destroyed by him. Don't recognise him. Well, I do recognise. Ah! It's El Generico! We saw him not long ago, actually, for the King of the Cruiserweight tournament, where he was actually embarrassed, to be honest with you. He got knocked out in the first round. And here he is once again to team up with his good friend, Mr. Kevin Owens. Of course, these two guys, multi-time tag team champions across the indie scene, including, of course, PWG. We thought Generico was down in Tijuana looking after the orphans, but apparently he's made time here for us this evening on adrenaline. Can't beat a good bit of beard clipping through the mask, and you can't beat that. Isn't it odd to think that Zayn was under that mask? It's really weird, isn't it? I've lost my voice. Where's my voice gone? If anybody sees my voice, could they return it to me? Because it's really disappeared from me now. But I think I'm okay. So then, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens team up here. Sorry, where did I say Sami Zayn from? El Generico and Kevin Owens team up here, live on adrenaline. It's like when the hurricane came back, wasn't it? Stay in the back. There's a hurricane coming through. Be interesting what happens in this one then, because like I said, Owens, very strong competitor. But so is Hansen and Rowe, really. I'm sure, didn't Hansen go for the Ring of Honor Heavyweight Championship a few times? Singles-wise. Because I don't think I ever saw... I watched a lot of Ring of Honor for a while. And during my tenure of watching Ring of Honor, there was a lot of Hansen, but I don't think Rowe was there at the time. And I think Hansen was a solo. And he was going for the Ring of Honor Heavyweight Championship. Nice neckbreaker there by Kevin Owens. Owens now stalking the grounded Hansen. Big clubbing blow against the back. Still left here this evening, we have two massive matches. Up next, we have got AJ Styles versus Ricochet. And then after that, of course, our main event will be Kurt Angle. Where did I get Ko from? Kurt Angle taking on Katsuya Shibata. And of course, Shibata made his debut in a loss against Okada at Unbreakable. And tonight he has a chance to take on the other man that Hydra have seemingly put their targets on. As Hansen's taking control of this match a little bit now. And Hansen's another man we might see some more singles action from in 2K18. I feel like if we do end up with massive rosters, then we might end up using a lot more 8-man tags. A bit like what New Japan do, really. New Japan do a lot of shows and they do utilise a lot of 8-man tags. So it's a possibility that could be a thing we could do. As in comes Rowe. The thing is though, right, I don't think it's going to be a problem because, like I said, we're going to draft these full 200 cores that me and PJ Tovey have picked. But it's going to take a long time for some of them to become available as cores, and some of them may not ever be available as cores. So although we draft them, we have full ownership and usage of that person when they're available. It could be a long time before we get them all. So I wouldn't say it's going to be a problem straight off the bat. I mean, to start off with, we're going to have quite limited small rosters, to be honest. As Kevin Owens now dropping a knee right in the spine of Raymond Rowe. Rowe with the elbow, though, on Owens. We're still yet to see El Generico in the ring. We might not get a chance to see El Generico in the ring. There's a pop-up powerbomb there by Kevin Owens. Oh, Raymond Rowe, 1, 2, Zayn. He's in the ring, finally, but he got face-to-face with Hansen, and no damage was caused because of the kick out from the pin. Oh, here we go. Generico offering his hand out for the tag, and Owens ignoring it. We've seen some familiarity here to Owens. He's not the best at working with people, is he? But PJ Tovey offered him this chance to get his momentum up with a victory here. And he needs to utilise Sami Zayn. He needs to utilise his tag team partner if he can. El Generico, sorry. I keep getting them mixed up. I don't know why. They're two completely different people, but I keep getting them mixed up. Rowe now just pinning Owens back as Hansen comes in with a kick in the guts. Hansen with the elbows in the head of Kevin Owens. Big clubbing blow. Now dropping Owens in the atomic drop. Rowe now bringing Generico back up to his feet, and Generico still not got any offense in. There he goes. Generico's not been very good, has he, really? Let's face it. He had a terrible run in the Cruiserweight Classic, and now he's not having the best of times here either, is he? Hansen. Spinning heel kick, taking Owens out. He's not going for the pin, though, or is he? Why is he not going for the pin? Stunned me a little bit there. Well, Hansen bringing Kevin Owens up into that powerbomb. One. Just the AI. Look at Rowe just standing there watching Generico break that pin up. It's just... It's freaky. I just don't know what to say sometimes about this game. I really don't. It's just tag team matches have always been a problem, haven't they? They've always been a problem, and I think it's just starting to get me... starting to get to me a little bit, I think. Starting to get to me a little bit. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll get through it. We'll get through it. We'll get through it. Here we go. Generico is finally the legal man. What can Generico do in this situation? He's fresh. Completely misses the quesadora. Okay. Hansen comes across and brings in Raymond Rowe once again. Rowe sending Zayn off the ropes into an atomic drop. As Generico, that arm breaker on Rowe. Into the corner he goes. Oh wow, what if Generico's got the corner brainbuster? Oh my god, oh my god, I hope he has. Oh my god, he's got it. He's got it, the turnbuckle brainbuster on Raymond Rowe by El Generico. That's insane, I love that move. Then into a Blue Thunder bomb. Very reminiscent of Sami Zayn, isn't it really? But Hansen was there quickly to break it up. Rowe now sending Zayn face first into the mat. Only a 2 count though. And Rowe taking control now, grounding Sami Zayn. Rowe, massive spine bust there on Sami Zayn. Rowe taking Zayn into a big DDT. Face first into the mat. There's the pin. 1, 2. And again, awful AI that allows War Machine to pick up the victory here over the team of Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Literally, Owens just stood there and watched that. He stood there and watched it. Oh, that was a bit shocking, wasn't it, really? But there you go. That is the way that it works. That is the way the Universe Mode works, unfortunately. And like I said, tag teams have been incredibly disappointing so far on 2K17. And I really hope it's something, multi-man matches is something that they've really worked on in 2K18. Because at the moment, it's holding us back from so many good things that we could possibly do. But look at this, look. Look at Owens just stare. 1. And he was like, look at the crowd like, I'm not helping him out. Oh no, we lost. What did I lose for? It's just poor, isn't it? It really is poor, but there you go. War Machine do pick up the victory. And I do believe we are going to see War Machine one more time in this Universe Mode. And that is going to be at Shabby Mania when they take on the former tag team champions, DIY. That's going to be nice. Very nice. And here's our next match of the evening then. It's going to be a little bit of AJ Styles versus Ricochet. Hold on to your hats, people. This one's going to be a stormer. And here we go then. Now, I've had some pretty dodgy AI here this evening, but I really think this match is really going to sort us out, I think. And of course, don't forget, of course, your main event as well. Shibata versus Angle later on this evening. And of course, this man is your new Adrenaline champion after winning that fatal 4-way at Unbreakable against Nakamura. Kevin Owens and Adam Cole. It's amazing. Kevin Owens seems to have a really good time, doesn't he? He lost the Intercontinental Championship to Dalton Castle a couple of pay-per-views ago. Then I don't think he wrestled at all. Did he last month? I can't see his name anyway. He didn't wrestle at all last month. I got put straight in the main event of Unbreakable for the Adrenaline Championship, which was won by AJ Styles. Then Kevin Owens has lost here again this evening. And then Kevin Owens is going to be in another match at a pay-per-view fighting it out for the Adrenaline Championship again. He's like literally... I wonder if he's got something on... He must have something on Shabby Toby, you know. Shabby Toby? On PJ Toby. He must have something on him. To be getting all these opportunities, he must have something on him, surely. Yeah, because he lost that match as well. Hang on a minute here, then. So Owens lost that match, lost that match, lost that match. Lost that match. So 1, 2. 3, 4. Kevin Owens has lost 4 matches in a row over the last few months. He's not won a match in quite some time, which is not good, but then again, he's still getting the opportunities. So I suppose he can't. Whatever he's doing, he should keep doing it, I suppose. Yeah, just keep going for it, mate. You never know. Might get yourself the opportunity. Might swing yourself the championship. Remember, of course, whoever is the champions at the end of... Yeah, whoever the champions are at the end of Shabby Mania will be staying on their brands for 2K18. Now, if the champion is somebody who is not available for quite some time, I think we'll allow them to maybe miss one pay-per-view, depending on which champion it is. But if they're not available, then we'll have to vacate the championships, and that belt will then be up for grabs elsewhere. Ricochet up to the middle rope. Standing Phoenix Splash, like it, from the middle rope. Standing Shooting Star as well. And imagine if Ricochet wins this match here against the Adrenaline Champion. Does then he get involved in that triple threat match at Shabby Mania? That'd be something I'll have to discuss with PJ Toby, but you know what? I think, in my opinion, if he won that match, then it'd be hard not to allow him in that match, really, wouldn't it? In fairness. Elbow now right to the chest of Ricochet. The boot in the gut as well. AJ. Dragon screw there on Ricochet. Dropping an elbow as well. I know AJ taking some control. Now AJ, of course, is somebody who who's built up a bit of momentum recently. Of course, with his win at the pay-per-view, of course, becoming the champion, that's definitely going to help your momentum. Shinsuke Nakamura will have a chance to prove himself at Shabby Mania as well. He is going to be involved in quite an amazing-looking triple threat match between himself, Shibata, and Shinsuke Nakamura. That's going to be a big triple threat match, that one. Ricochet now over the top. Oh, sunset flip powerbomb to the matting on the outside. That matting is so thin, so AJ's spine would have crashed against the concrete. And now Ricochet going high risk but high reward. Inverted 450 from the top rope to the outside. Now there you go. That's exactly what I was telling you earlier about this match stealing the show. I think when Peter Tiffy came up with this match, he wasn't too sure if I was on board with it, and as soon as I heard it, I was like, yes, this match has to happen. Because myself, I see Ricochet myself, and potentially Ospreay as well. And of course, Zack Sabre Jr. I definitely see, and Austin Aries was the same as well. They're all people that qualify for the Cruiserweights. However, not people that I believe should be involved in the Cruiserweights, because they're They can be involved in the cruiserweights, but at the same time, I think they could be used a bit higher up the card, and this is going to end up as a count out now. Oh, this game does my head in, it really does. Yep, double count out. Right. We're going to restart it. We're going to restart it. We're not having that. We're not having what was potentially going to be an amazing match ended in a count out, because that's just a joke. Absolute joke. Well done, 2K. You've ruined another match here this evening. Right, rematch. Let's go. Normally I would delete that first bit, but I'm not going to because it was some pretty good action. That inverted 450 from the inside to the out was pretty insane. So I'm gonna keep that first bit just to show you some of the crap we have to deal with after time. It's just with the 2 tag team matches that we've had so far here this evening, I was really looking forward to a lot of real top quality action in this match and the next. And we've had that dodgy count out. It's frustrating, isn't it? But there we go. Surely this time it'll only be better. Elbow drop there by AJ Styles on Ricochet. Big boot to the back of the arm there by AJ. Now AJ willing Ricochet back up to his feet. What's he got planned here? It's a weaker version of a phenomenal forearm there. Not the most impressive one I've ever seen. Big boot to the back of the arm there by AJ and Ricochet, and once again elbow right in the chest of Ricochet. And another elbow. Oh my god, what happened there? That looks really weird, that. I don't know what happened there. AJ just sort of folded on the back of his neck. Ricochet now up on the middle rope. Willing AJ back up to his feet. Now Ricochet looking for some actions. Oh, nice. Moonsault into a tornado DDT. Ricochet now dropping his leg right across AJ Styles. Boot across the face of AJ as well. Now AJ is in control. Heads to the outside. Springboard 450. Beautiful move. I like that. I do like that. And since the count out, AJ has really taken a lot of control. Nice line salt there by AJ. Trying to bring Ricochet back up, but Ricochet tripping AJ over. AJ taking Ricochet to the corner. AJ setting him up for a potential downfall. There it is. Superplex by AJ Styles on Ricochet. AJ heading over the top. Willing Ricochet back up to his feet. Is Ricochet going to have enough in the locker here to break free? Or is AJ going to catch him with a phenomenal forearm? And an elbow drop as well. Surprised. Oh, I just knocked the microphone there. So I'd apologise if that was a big bang there for a second. Surprised that AJ didn't go for the pin off that phenomenal forearm. And now Ricochet, maybe not the best time to talk, mate. You've been hammered for most of this match so far. Just getting one move in doesn't sort of reward you with a taunt, I don't think, does it really? But there you go. Ricochet now dragging AJ middle of the ring. Nice shining wizard by Ricochet. Hops over the top now. Ricochet willing AJ back up to his feet. What's Ricochet got planned from this position? I don't even know what that was. I don't know if he hit him or what. I've got no idea. That was a bit shocking, really. But he's going to go for the pin anyway. Oh, referee just spotted it. AJ grabbed the hold of that bottom rope. Ricochet heads up top. taunting again. It's an interesting thing here by Ricochet. It seems a bit odd the way that he's doing this. Ricochet now winning AJ back up to his feet. What's he got planned here from the middle rope now? Again, looking for that tornado DDT. Stamp on the arm of AJ. Ricochet bringing AJ back up to his feet. What's he got planned? Oh, I love this maneuver. The Northern Light suplex. Flips it through. Into the vertical. And there it is. Vertical suplex by Ricochet. Ricochet is in control, people. But does he have enough to finish AJ off? Now AJ playing possum. Catching Ricochet with a clothesline. AJ boot right in the back of the head of Ricochet. And a knee right in the face of Ricochet as well. Ricochet's been busted open. Because what I said, both these guys will be at the Shabby Mania's Adrenaline version. AJ Styles, of course, defending his Adrenaline Championship in that triple threat match against Kevin Owens and Bobby Roode. Ricochet currently penciled in for a fatal four, but like I said, should he get a victory here, that might change. But after that phenomenal forearm, which AJ still didn't go for a pin after. I'm not quite sure why he didn't go for a pin after, to be honest with you. Maybe he's waiting out for a Styles clash, or... Oh, maybe I'm right on cue here. AJ Styles takes Ricochet up, hooks the arms, boom! There's the Styles clash, rolls him over. 1, 2, and AJ Styles is victorious here. He did win by count out not too long ago, but this time he does get the official victory by pinfall over Ricochet, and it's a good win there for AJ Styles. Where are we? There we are. Add Styles. There he goes. So AJ gets a further 5 ranking points to add to his total. He's looking very strong at the moment. Even if he loses at Shabby Mania, he's still one of the highest rated ranking point guys in the draft. That's a big one, that. That's a big win, that is, for him. And that means that Ricochet will stay in that fatal 4-way. So Ricochet versus Rich Swann versus Cedric Alexander versus Lio Rush in a cruiserweight match at Shabby Mania. And AJ Styles versus Bobby Roode versus Kevin Owens. Owens in poor form, really, with his previous 4 matches all being a loss. Granted, 3 of those 4 matches were multi-man matches. Actually, no, all 4 of his last 4 matches were multi-man. He lost the tag team match, he lost the 6-way battle royal, he lost the fatal 4-way. I know he did lose a triple threat match, didn't he, as well, for the championship. So he's not lost any singles matches yet, which could be, well, then again, it's another multi-man match. We've got Adrenaline's Shabby Mania, haven't we, as well, so doesn't look too good for him, does it? But here we go, main event time. And here is that main event then. Kurt Angle takes on Katsuyori Shibata. Katsuyori Shibata, I don't know. Japanese pronunciations is not my strong point, I'm afraid. I do try my hardest, but I've always called him Katsura. It's not far off, I suppose, is it? Katsura. Katsura Shibata. And of course, here comes Kurt Angle alongside American Alpha. Of course, Alpha did not have a very good night early on, as they were defeated. No, they won, didn't they? American Alpha had a good night earlier on when they defeated the world's greatest tag team, Charlie Haas and Shelton Benjamin. And now Kurt Angle looking to get a little bit more retribution. Of course, he got some retribution at Unbreakable by defeating Big Van Vader. And now he has a chance to get some more retribution back here as he takes on Katsura Shibata, another man of the Hydra stable. Of course, the man who was masked for the longest was announced at Unbreakable. And his entrance is broken again, so we're going to skip it. This episode has summed up everything that's been wrong with 2K18 the whole way through, isn't it? So this is Shibata's entrance here, where only, for some reason, his manager, Tatsumi Funjinami, is making his way to the ring. I just don't know. I really, it's just, yeah, like I said, just this episode has encompassed everything that is quite wrong with this game at the moment. All of the glitches and bugs and this, that, and the other, everything that's wrong with it has been encompassed in this video. And like I say, I do try and stay as on top of it as I possibly can, but I struggle sometimes. It gets the best of me, doesn't it? It really gets the best of me. As Angle taking full control of this match early on then, suplexing Shibata. And there's the big right hands around the face of Shibata there by Kurt Angle. And Angle melting Shibata once again. 1, 2. Another 2 big right hands on the face. Slamming the arm of Shibata into the mat. And Angle is really on it here. Of course, Shibata's not going to want to lose his first 2 matches in SWE. Great Northern Light suplex there by Shibata. As he now just twists the head of Kurt Angle. Slamming him into the mat. Boot in the gut there by Angle. Shibata now wrenching back at the neck of Kurt Angle as well. Nice snapmare there by Angle. And a big boot in the gut of Shibata. And big right hands right in the face as well. And every time Shibata gets a little bit of offense, Angle seems to be able to turn it around. Kurt Angle now getting around the back of Shibata into a backdrop. Angle now dragging Shibata middle of the ring. Well, not really middle of the ring, but you know what I mean. Closer to the middle of the ring. Now Angle wrenching back at Shibata's neck. And Angle, yeah, like I said, just every time Shibata gets a little bit of offense, Angle just turns it around and punishes him for it. Big uppercut there by Shibata. And now Shibata sending Angle across that middle rope, and Angle's back up to his feet. Shibata sending Angle off the far side into a backdrop. Elbow right to the top of the head of Angle as well, as Shibata now heads over the top. What's he got planned here? Springboard elbow drop. But Angle, like I said again, as soon as Shibata gets any sort of offense, Angle's back up in control. Well, for a moment anyway. There's the clothesline there by Shibata on Angle. Going for the pin. 1, 2. And once again, we're going to restart this match. Because the referee did not see it, but Kurt Angle's hand was on the bottom rope. So we are going to restart this match from the beginning. We're not having dodgy finishes here this evening. This episode of Adrenaline is really testing my balls, I tell you. It really is. The referee was looking straight at that, but did not notice Angle's arm on the bottom rope. But, yep, PJ Toby is ensuring that this match starts from the beginning once again. He does not want a dodgy finish in this one. Angle now, big slam there on Shibata. I just don't, yeah. Like I said, it's just a video that's really encompassed all the worst things from SWE. All the worst things, not from SWE. All the worst things from WWE 2K17. Literally every single glitch, every single problem that could have possibly happened is happened in this one show. And, oh, I've been recording this episode now for well over 3 hours. And I have kept a few of the glitches here and there in because I just wanted to, I don't know why I've kept them in, to be honest. In some cases I can't avoid them, in fairness. The counter earlier on, it was only a quick early match, wasn't it? So it made sense to just continue the match as it should have been. That's power slam there by Kurt Angle, and a big boot in the arm of Angle as well. Angle now wrenching back at the neck of Shibata. And let's see if Shibata can get any more aggression in this time than what he did in the last one. Sending Angle to the outside, but Angle really banging his knee on the mat on the outside, and that could become a problem for him. He's not in the best condition, is he, old Kurt Angle? But there is rumours that he will wrestle at some point in WWE. It's a little bit odd. Well, they probably could have kept him in Raw, couldn't they? Obviously he's at Raw. They could have kept Kevin Owens at Raw and had the Owens versus Angle rather than the Owens versus Shane angle, because I don't know, I feel like I would prefer to... I don't know. The thing is we can't say anything bad, can we, about Shane, because we all said about his match at WrestleMania against AJ Styles was a waste of AJ Styles' ability, and we want to see AJ do better. It's going to be a bloody count out again, isn't it? Don't do this to me. It's not, is it? No. Yeah, we all said his match at WrestleMania was going to be a disaster, and that we're wasting AJ Styles' talent by having that match at WrestleMania when we could have had AJ versus somebody good. But in fairness, AJ Styles versus Shane McMahon possibly was one of the best matches, if not the best match of the night. And that's pretty rich. I think, what matches were good at WrestleMania? That match was really good. I really didn't like Reigns versus Taker. Goldberg-Lesnar was the best Goldberg-Lesnar match there's been. That doesn't say much at all. The tag team match was pretty good. Owens versus Jericho was a bit of a disappointment. I can't remember now. I think it was alright. It wasn't great though, was it? German suplex by Angle, holds his grip and rolls his hip, looking for a second. There it is again, holds the grip and rolls the hip. Looking for the trifecta of German suplexes there on Katsuya Shibata, as known in Italian as Ciabatta. Shibata now bringing Angle back up to his feet. Catching him with a clothesline into a second clothesline. Catching the leg of Angle and tripping him over. And Shibata starting to turn the screw a little bit now, but like I said earlier on, he struggles because as soon as he gets a little bit of offense, Angle catches him, and now Shibata locking in the octopus stretch on Kurt Angle. But Angle fighting back into a sidewalk slam. Angle now, big right hands right in the face of Shibata. And again, more right hands. Pummeling the ground of Shibata, who's now been busted open by Kurt Angle. And Angle once again. Angle, you can see the aggression coming out of Angle here for the assaults he's taken over the last few weeks. Shibata though catching Angle with a jawbreaker. And Shibata taking Angle up on his shoulders. Oh, into a GTS by Shibata on Angle. And follows it up with a running strike right across the chest. And that could be it here. Referee, come on. 1, 2. Oh, an Angle kicked out. That's a really cool finish maneuver, that is. Is that Hideo Itami's finisher? The GTS into the running knee. I think it might be, you know. I think it might be. Nice elbow drop there by Shibata on Angle. Angle bringing Shibata down. Angle, I can't believe he survived that GTS knee strike combination, really. And now Angle compressing the gut of Shibata. Dropping a boot in his back. Slamming his arm into the mat as well. And a big boot across the face. Angle bringing Shibata back up, but Shibata tripping Angle over now, and Shibata dragging him across the ring. There's the pin by Shibata. 1. Referee takes so long to count that pin. So long. I've never seen anybody win a match, by the way, using that pin. Shibata has Angle on top. Angle though, elbow breaking free. Nice drop kick there by Kurt Angle on Katsuya Shibata. Angle dropping an elbow right in the knee of Shibata. Now rolls him over. Hooks the ankle. He's in for the ankle lock here on Katsuya Shibata. Is it going to be enough for Kurt Angle to get the victory? He has made a lot of men submit with this submission hold over the years. Is Shibata going to be the next name added to that list? No, he rolls it through and forces Angle away with his free foot. Shibata catching the leg of Angle now. Great wrestling, mat wrestling ability there. Shibata known a bit more for his strong style wrestling style. That wasn't even a 1 count. That's how slow the referees are getting down. Oh, Shibata's going high. Shibata going high risk. He's a big man. What's he going to go for from here? Oh, he got caught with a big uppercut there by Angle. There's the pin. 1, 2, and 3, and Angle wins it. Wow. Shibata dropped his entire body weight across the uppercut by Kurt Angle, and Shibata was out for the count from that. And that was a pretty good win. No replays, okay. That was a pretty good win there by Kurt Angle. What has he got right? Okay, we do have a 6-man tag match planned at Shabby Mania for Angle and American Alpha to take on the team of Akira Tozawa, Ultimo Dragon, and Vader. American Alpha versus Hydra. That's what's penciled in. Hopefully it'll work as well for Shabby Mania. I hope it does, really. I hope it does. But there you go. That's the end of this episode. I do apologise for everything, but as you can see, it's just the game is coming to an end. I real feel it's coming to an end, and we've only got one more. We've got 2 episodes of Carnage left, but by Carnage, when that's uploaded on Sunday, we'll have 1 episode of each show left before we hit Shabby Mania, and then of course we have our Rumbles as well to finish things off, to see who is going to be staying on their roster as well. So I hope you have enjoyed it. Of course, if you have, please do like and subscribe, and I will see you again in 2 days' time for our next episode of Carnage. Bye.
The 1, 2, 3.